Yo! Good morning, Americans. Jericho Green here with you once again. And before I get started, man, I gotta give a shout out to my boy Matt. Hey Matt, what'd he say? What'd he say? Oh shit, people. The fun does not stop. This time on Let's Fuck Up America, we go to a small town in California called Rocklin. Every time I say Rocklin, I think of Rock Ridge. I'm going to call it Rock Ridge. Oh shit, that movie was hilarious. Anyway, so the other day the school board voted 3-2, and I want to know who these three idiots were. They voted 3-2 to make it so that K through 5 students will know the historical contributions of the LGBT, ABC, DVR, fucking alphabet soup group. That's right. When they teach your kids about American history, they're going to throw in there a side note, they were gay. For example, Annie, she invented the fucking plastic heart valve or some shit. That's cool. Oh yeah, by the way, she was a lesbian. All right. Bobby, he invented the porcelain toilet gadget. That's cool, good to know. By the way, he was gay. All right. Whatever. And, Johnny over there, he invented the whatever. Cool, good to know. Oh yeah, side note, he was bisexual. Okay. See, my first question was, what the fuck does that have to do with anything? Like, their sexuality has absolutely nothing to do with their accomplishments unless their sexuality helps them accomplish things. Now, if you're gay and you're a doctor and somehow that makes you have a more steady hand during surgery, or it makes you have a better bedside manner, or it helps you to figure out diagnosis quicker, then hey, being gay or your sexuality, it has everything to do with it. Then it's important. But 9.99 times out of 10, hell, we'll just make it 10 times out of 10, your sexuality has absolutely nothing to do with your accomplishments. So it begs the question, why the fuck would we teach that to children? My other question is, how much history are you teaching to children K through 5? Now you get into 4th grade, 5th grade, you start learning some American history, maybe a little world history. But the other grades, the subsequent grades, what kind of history are you teaching them? Or is this your Trojan horse? So you're going to use it, oh, well, it's for history, you know, because we're teaching them history. Okay. And you're going to use that as a way to indoctrinate the younger children. Because K through 3, you're not learning anything about fucking history. You're still coloring and cutting shit out. Most of your day is fucking recess. What is with this sexualization of children? What is the fucking end game? Why are people trying to do this? For what? Are you trying to have a generation of little perverts, little weirdos? I don't understand. What is this for? Who is gaining from this? Why do we need to teach our children about someone's sexuality? It has absolutely no bearing on what they're learning. I'm old enough to remember when school taught you reading, writing, and math. What they need to be teaching these children, K through 5, shit, K through 12, what they need to be teaching them is about credit. Managing your finances. That's what they need to be teaching these kids. It does not matter who this historical figure was fucking. That means nothing. That's not your job. That's my job as a parent. That's why being a parent is so important. That's why being a parent is so crucial. That's why the shit needs to be taken seriously. And that's why you need to be married before you have fucking children. Because being a parent comes along with a lot of responsibility. You know how they say now, drink responsibly? You fucking parent responsibly. And that means you have a lot of it. A lot of responsibility. You are your child's first and main teacher. I don't send my kids to school to be indoctrinated with your fucked up opinions. I send my kid to school to be taught how to read. No, let me back that up. I send my kids to school to be taught how to read better. Because my kid should already have the groundwork laid for reading when he gets there. You're not supposed to send your kid to school as a blank fucking slate. You start teaching your kids at home. So I send my kids to school for you to enhance those skills. I've already given them the skills. I send them to you to sharpen those skills. I don't need you teaching my kids about sexuality, especially from kindergarten to 5th fucking grade. What do they know about that? Nothing. What do they need to know about that? Nothing. I don't want you teaching my school, hey, they did something. They're a lesbian. I don't need my kid coming home going, Daddy, what's a lesbian? What the fuck? You're 7 years old. What are you asking me that for? Where'd you hear that? Oh, in school today, Miss So-and-so told us that so-and-so was a lesbian. Are you taking lesbian 101? What the fuck does that have to do with the lesson plan? You want to get me up to your school quick, fast, in a fucking hurry, start teaching my little kid about sexuality, about who was gay, who was transgender. What the fuck are you talking about? That is not necessary. And again, I don't understand what is the fucking end result here? What do they want from this? What do you get from teaching children this? And then one of the proponents for it, I don't remember the lady's name, but she was saying that, well, children, by the time they get to junior high school, they know that they're different. They know that something's going on. Look, that's junior high school. And again, that's up to their parents. Okay? Everybody feels a certain way about things. Everybody feels, at some point, feels like, I don't want to say an outcast, but you feel different. For me, when I was going to school, there weren't a lot of other black kids in my school. There were some Mexicans, as far as elementary school. There were some Mexican kids, and there were a whole lot of white kids. So I knew I was different. Well, were they supposed to fucking curtail the curriculum for me? We're all going to feel different. We're all going to feel a certain way when we're growing up. That's part of growing up. And if you're doing this to make... even say this is fucking stupid. But if you're doing this for kids who may feel that they're gay or whatever, let me ask you this. How many kids out there feel that way? 1 out of 1,000? 1 out of 10,000? This is what we do. We curtail everything for the very few. Forget the majority. Forget the overwhelming majority. No. We got this tiny little group of people. We need to change everything for them. No. Now, if a kid's having a problem and they're feeling left out and they're feeling got shit going on inside, that's when you make a call to their parents. Hopefully their parents will notice that and they can take care of it so the school's not even involved. But it's not up to you to teach kids that shit. LG, all that shit, that acronym, that jumble of letters, those people are an extremely small portion of the population. Now, because you're a small portion of the population, does that mean you should be kicked around and discriminated against and disrespected? No, it doesn't, you jackass. Of course. But what it does mean is we're not going to change the rules of the game for the few. And no matter what, they're too young to be hearing about that shit. What bearing does it have on your lesson plan? Maybe just concentrate on teaching kids things, not about the sexuality of the person you're teaching them about. That's just some extra bullshit. California is the petri dish for bullshit. You want to try something stupid out? You want to test something absolutely ridiculous and unnecessary out on a population? Come on down. Come on out to sunshiny California. We got surfboards and LGBT lesson plans. What the fuck is going on here? And another part of it, another weird part about it, is Rocklin is a very conservative town. Lots of churches, very conservative population. So if it could happen there, you better believe it's coming to a movie theater near you. I'm hoping this can be overturned. And when it happened, this meeting went on till 1 a.m. They had to move it to a gymnasium because there were so many people there. Some of them were for it, a lot of them were against it. And how powerless does that make you feel as a parent to be so against something and be in the right? You're totally fucking right to be against this shit. But you can be against something so much and it still becomes law, so to speak. How powerless must you feel? How angry must you feel? Now you have to contemplate pulling your kid out of the school. You might have to contemplate homeschooling your kids. Because sick shit like this can't happen. I can't send my kid to your fucking indoctrination factory. I can't do that. I don't need you taking responsibility out of my hands. I got this, okay? We laid down, we created this little person, we'll take it from here. Keep your perverted, weird bullshit away from my kids. The fuck are you talking about? The LGBT community's contribution. What the fuck does that have to do with anything? Does that make you smarter? Does that make you better at your job? If not, shut the fuck up. Stick to the script. Reading, writing, math, social studies, whatever the fuck else. But keep that shit out of it. That is absolutely ridiculous. K through 5? The fuck? What? Are you kidding me? They're still worried about show and tell and Hello Kitty. They don't need to know who you were fucking. So what? Nobody needs to know that. Even in the adult world, that's not necessary. That's not pertinent information. What does it have to do with what we're doing here? And are you going to teach them? Are you going to mention, oh yeah, by the way, this person was heterosexual. They were straight. No, you're not going to do that because you don't give a fuck. You're lying. It's not about helping or promoting a group. It's about pushing your fucking agenda. If you wanted to help, why wouldn't you help everyone? Why are you focusing on this one group? What about everyone? You're not going to mention all the straight contributors to history? See how ridiculous that shit sounds? I bet if I went in my doctor's office right now, she'd be pissed because my blood pressure is way too fucking high. Man, get that shit out of here. Please do not let this come to my child's school because I really like my child's school. I like her teachers. I like her principal. But I will pull her out of that school faster than a cat can lick his ass if you start talking this LGBT bullshit. People, where am I headed? The fucking rat race. But you know how it goes. I try to be done with the left, but they just won't let me. Please subscribe, hit that notification bell, follow your boy on the Twitters @green_Jericho. Utilize the PayPal link in the description box. I am Jericho Green. Man, I'm out.